Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Wir schauen uns das neue Event an. Gerade gestartet bei uns in Europa. Ruinenerkundung, Feldzentrum. Es gibt eine gratis Colley, so wie ich das verstanden habe, oder Konstellation, wenn ihr sie natürlich schon habt, und halt die praktisch sonst die Standardbelohnung plus Housing Deko. Das Ganze in Sumero. Ab Level 20. Man wird wahrscheinlich wieder hinskippen können. Falls man in dem Gebiet noch nicht ist. Ungestörtes Erlebnis habe ich schon angemacht, damit da keine NPCs irgendwie mit gestört werden, die vielleicht bei irgendwelchen anderen Quests noch sind. Und dann gehen wir mal rein. Und schauen uns das Ganze mal an.
We haven't been back to the academia in a while. It hasn't changed much, has it? Well, since we've got some time, want to go to the house of Dana? Paimon wants to do some reading! Ha! So you noticed! Well, you're too late. The Paimon you know and love is no more. You're looking at Paimon Plus, a new and improved treasure trove of travel know-how.
Ja, müssen wir jetzt ein Abo bezahlen für Paimon Plus?
Paimon Plus would like to find some new books to peruse. A gracious traveler like yourself wouldn't leave her companionless on her quest, right? Come on, this way. Oh, hey! It's Kale and Cyrus! Wonder what's going on. Let's go see. Well, you know what they say. Learn, which means there's always another chance to read a book.
Ah, Bücher kann man auch nicht essen, das ist...
Traveler, Paimon?
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while. Looking to spend time with some old friends?
Yep. We saw some familiar faces, so we came to say hi.
Ho ho! Excuse you, associating me with that woman. And if you're going to remember me that way, you should at least mention my tomato growing skills.
So he's mad about the Zaha D part and not the old man part?
Well, Paimon's glad to see you in such good spirits, Cyrus. Must mean things are all good here in Sumeru.
Ah, well, it's quite all right. I'm not the type to take offense at that kind of thing.
Anyway, what were you and Kale chatting about just now?
Ah, that. Well, it was quite... I was leaving the sage's office when I spotted Kole in conversation with a Mahamata. I thought something bad might have happened, so I hurried over as soon as the conversation ended. But as it turns out, our Kole is moving up in the world. The academia even hired her as a consultant.
Wow! That's incredible!
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Look at that, so humble. Takes after me, she does.
Not at all. Not at all. No, wait. I didn't mean that to sound like I don't think you're humble, Mr. Cyrus, because of course you are. Oh, well, I wouldn't even call myself your consultant. I'm just helping out. Now that the new semester has started, a lot of students and scholars are doing fieldwork for their research. But it can be dangerous for those who don't have a lot of experience. So, the academia is planning to establish an agency that provides guidance on outdoor survival and rescue for people.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Man braucht Babysitter für die schlauen Idioten.
So,
Verstehe.
you're here to explain rainforest survival as a
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, when it comes to tips on deciphering mechanisms or defeating monsters, that's for people who are far more senior than me to handle. And speaking of which, since we're short on manpower, the person in charge at the academia said we're still accepting newcomers. If you're interested...
Ah, oh, and just between the four of us. The academia.
Well,
Great! We're all supposed to meet up. I was kind of worried, since Master Tainari isn't around to help this time, but now
yeah, even if you don't...
And mine, of course.
Well, there... Oh, speaking of Tainari, how are things with him and the others?
Good, thanks. All the forest rangers are doing great. Oh, but Master Tainari did mention that Sino and Sethos were heading to Gandharvaville. I'm not...
Knowing them, could just be to play some cards.
I'm not sure. Apparently Sethos is bringing someone, but with my academia commitment, I didn't have time to ask for more details.
Well, now Paimon's curious.
That's true, and I'm sure they've missed you.
Now that is how it should be between friends. Well, I won't delay your reunion.
Goodbye, Mr. Cyrus. Take care. All right. I should probably get going. See you later, guys. Come find me in Aru.
Okay. So. Also gut und schön, aber wir müssen erst die Story ein bisschen vorantreiben. Klick. Können wir direkt zu einem der Punkte teleportieren? Ja, schön. Wir sollen nicht vom Dorfeingang da hochlaufen.
Traveler, Paimon, over
Ja, wir machen
here.
erst die Story wieder fertig von dem...
Welcome to the home base of the Fieldwise Center. As you can see, the core projects are already up and running. So,
This feels like one of those places. Oh, and almost like a school festival at the same time. With everyone getting together to learn and then forming teams to hone their skills. It's so exciting!
Paimon war also auf einer Schule und weiß, was Schulfeste sind. Okay.
well, this place isn't quite as decked out as a school festival. But Master Tainari said the academia plans to be generous with the resources. Anyway, before students and researchers head out on dangerous field missions, they can come here for advice. We even have professionals on staff that can...
Yeah, you can think of it like a forward operating base. Equal parts theoretical training and field practice. We'll familiarize new recruits with
Amber, you're here too?
Surprised? I'm off duty right now, so I was planning to just drop in on Kali for a bit.
Ist Ambers Voice Actor auch neu?
But I didn't realize how busy she'd be. I'm not the type of person to sit around and watch, so I decided to be her assistant.
Kann ich nicht sagen. Es ist ein paar Jahre her, seit ich hier das letzte Mal gehört habe.
Sorry, Amber. I didn't mean to put you to work during...
Don't worry about it. A little relaxation balanced out with some fulfilling work is a great vacation in my book. And I got to see the Traveler in Paimon again. We should have a...
Oh, that sounds just about as awesome.
All right, down to Kale and I are...
Plus, once we've collected enough data, the academia will continue to refine the scouting buddies and release even more designs.
A bunch of Kulinambas and Baron Bunnies running around the wilderness? What is that gonna look like?
Plus, with you to guide our two little scouts, we'll be able to obtain some great data. Once you have a more complete understanding of the Fieldwise Center, you should come test them out. Now come with me. I'll introduce you to the other consultants.
Oh yeah, the lady with the greenish-blue hair also has a super adorable device, but it does something completely different than our scouting buddies. I'm looking forward to seeing it in action.
Oh, hey! Another familiar face! Come on, let's go say hi!
It's really that popular. The internal locomotion mechanism is clever enough, and the execution on the terrain recognition, remote control, and weight detection modules isn't. But the appearance... It might as well be a doll for a child.
Ja, ist schrecklich. Würde ich auch
This won't do.
überarbeiten.
Madam Farzan, great news! The Traveler and Paimon agreed to join! The Worldwide Center just leveled up big time. Hello, Madam Fun.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. Excellent job, Kale. Snagging 2 top experts with undeniable adventuring expertise. Now the League won't be able to say a word. Now tell me, what do you think of this puzzle, pal?
Whoa! It looks just like you!
It's a collaboration between my juniors in the Haravatat Darshan, the Puzzlers League, and the Synopsium on Ruin Mechanisms.
Denkt sie sich diese Worte aus? Haravata-Institut kenne ich. Puzzleverein habe ich vorher noch nie gehört. Und Symposium der Ruinenvorrichtungen auch noch nicht.
The technological aspect is quite advanced, but the appearance, it couldn't be more childish. You should have seen Anise defending this design choice with more passion than her thesis. Young people these days.
Holly and Amber were just saying how cute companions can help adventurers stay with a doll that looks like you by her side. Paimon thinks she could go adventuring in a super dark ruin and not even...
Well, that line of thinking does have merit. And I suppose choosing this particular appearance is a sign of their Still, there are adventurers who place greater emphasis on reliability and technical composition. People like that don't just want their devices to be able to survive an avalanche, but to look the part. And for their appearance to reflect the high-tech composition.
Ja, sollten alle aussehen wie Panzer.
The fluffiness of this puzzle pal, on the other hand, doesn't give the impression it would be a reliable or formidable device. Now picture this. A thick metal casing, square in shape, with a matte finish and openings to showcase the complex technical composition. I'm the perfect example of this. I have...
Really? Then, do you want Paimon to talk to them? She has white hair.
What? No!
I didn't realize you had such strict views about this, Madam Huh?
So, even you... Well? If that's what you really think, then fine. You'll have to come back and test it out on some puzzles, Traveler. I'll rate your effective. As for improvements to its appearance, long-term observation is required. I've already selected a few.
Thanks, Madam Fart.
Don't worry, once things
Snacks! Thank you, Madam Fart.
Go on now.
Also sie haben kleine Roboter-Pets entwickelt, die den Forschern beim Überleben helfen sollen, beim Rätsel knacken, Mechanismen knacken. Die sind aber noch nicht so 100% ausgereift und wir sollen die dann halt jetzt testen, was die alles so Schönes können. So.
This last one is a long-term project we're calling the Security Division. Thanks to General Mahamatra Sino, we've been able to bring Dia on as the instructor and Candace as the coordinator. They're putting together a combat test right now. But
Hey, looking for us? I guess we showed up right on cue then. Wait, the Traveler and Paimon are joining as well? That makes things a whole lot...
Sorry for keeping you waiting, everyone. But we managed to bring back some good intel.
Intel? This is starting to sound intense.
Of course. What better way to protect the students than to sweep through the desert and rid it of all potential dangers?
Not the best time for jokes, Steve. Besides, when it comes to striking down danger, the Traveler is a man on a mission. He might take you up on that offer.
Defeating anything that might pose a threat? Even if we'd have to stop
Okay, dann
traveling.
wissen wir auch, was ihr Minigame
Paimon
dann
doesn't even
macht.
want to think about that.
time would be the least of our problems. Some dangers aren't visible to the naked eye, like the scorpions burrowed underground, or the terrifying raptors sleeping in You can't get rid of them until they jump out to attack you. For situations like these,
Whoa,
The Security Division's goal is a lot simpler, actually. We're just here to ensure that fieldwork teams include trained combat personnel. Some of this work has been entrusted to the Blazing Beasts and other mercenaries. Before an investigation team is allowed to head into a dangerous area, the group must include at least 2 professionals who have passed the assessment. and Dia and I were just out collecting intel on the best place to hold the test.
We found a domain filled with monsters and bandits of all levels. Hopefully, they don't mind us borrowing their stomping ground for a bit. It'll...
Oh, so we just need to supervise, right?
That's right. Participant safety is our utmost priority. So we'll organize a group of capable personnel to take it in shifts.
We still need to figure out our testing metrics, though. Fighting is different from an actual exam, and there's no one right answer. Mercenaries like me, we all have our own style. That's not a problem in actual combat, but when it comes to teaching, we tend to stick too much to what we're used to. So, we need someone to give us a baseline. Someone who has the experience, but also...
Yeah, based on what you just described, the Traveler seems like the perfect person.
Great! Working with you is always a pleasure, Traveler. Smooth as butter on a steak.
Don't forget about compensation for the Traveler in Paimon, Dia. You agreed without doing the math first.
Ah, it's fine. We'll just split the funds Kale wrangled for us, 20-80. 10 for me, 10 for you, 80 for the two of them.
Wait, we're getting 80%?
Don't sweat it. We're just in charge of the long-term operations. You're the one setting the metrics for the whole thing. We've talked about a partnership in the past, haven't we? Well then, consider this the perfect place to start.
Then I'll draw up a detailed overview of the compensation so it's clear for everyone.
That'd be great.
And don't worry, Miss Candace. About that piece of land you're leasing to the academia, the one used for grain storage, I managed to get them to agree to a 30% increase in their rent payments.
Oh, thank you. All right. We should finish up our arrangements for the combat tests.
See you soon.
Oh, you sure are the beating heart of this operation, Colin.
Oh, no. I still have so much to learn. But for now, let's just give it our all.
You bet!
Okay, und jetzt haben wir halt die 3 Minigames passend dazu, zu dem, was wir uns gerade alles erzählt haben. Und das war dann zumindest die Story erstmal. Okay. Schauen kurz. 2 Sachen können wir hier machen. 2 hier. 3. 3 Sachen. Okay, und das Kampfding. 1, 2, okay. So, für Colley, ne, wir müssen die Eventsachen machen, bekommen die komische Währung hier. 750 brauchen wir davon und dann bekommen wir einmal eine Kopie von ihr. Es wird dann am 2. Tag sein, das wird heute nicht sein. So viele Punkte bekommen wir heute nicht zusammen. Okay. Farusans Puppe. Ja, wenn das ein cooles, richtiges Pet wäre, Pet. Ich wünschte, sie würden mehr Pets einbauen und auch so mit Buffs oder irgendwie sowas. So viele coole kleine Mini-Events, wo man einfach so ein kleines Pet mit einbauen könnte. Ah, na. Aber nö. So, das ist hier hinten, okay. Machen wir da nochmal weiter.
Tainari's place. Sino, Sethos. looks like the whole gang's here. But, oh, she doesn't look too good. Did something happen?
Ah, Paimon, Traveler. It's good to I'd welcome you like a proper host, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. Apologies. No need to look that worried. My observations indicate Miss Layla's condition has improved quite a bit. There's no danger to her mind. She's just fatigued and needs... Excuse me for a moment while I blend some comment.
All right. What happened was, Sethos and a few members of the Temple of Silence rescued Layla, who was out in the desert trapped in a state of delirium.
She had to be rescued? Oh, that sounds...
That's all you're gonna say about it, Sino? I mean, we don't want people jumping to...
That's all I can say about it. The person involved is unable to explain what happened to her, so we're limited in what we know.
Sorry. The moons. The moon.
She's been repeating that phrase over and over again.
We tried a few things back at the Temple of Silence, but... Her symptoms are kind of similar to researchers in the
Tighnari is pretty much our last option, so let's hope he can help.
The good news is, even if restoring her memory is a no-go, we can help with the headache at least. Jur was in a similar state when we found him, delirious and mumbling to himself, but he's more or less back to normal now. Sorry, I should give you some context first. We should let Miss Layla get some rest.
Good idea. I'll wait for Tighnari here and keep an eye on our patient.
All right then. This way.
Taino, keine Witze erzählen, sonst fällt sie doch noch um. Okay. Also das ist jetzt eine richtige Questline, die aber auch irgendwie hiermit zugehört. Es ist aber nicht das Story-Ding, was die Events freischaltet, sondern nochmal so ein Nebending. Ja, dann machen wir das auch und für das wieder ein sehr, sehr langes Video. Wenn das jetzt richtiges Story-Ding wird, dann wird das eine Stunde gehen oder so. Wenn wir Pech haben. Ich wollte jetzt eigentlich sofort mit den Minigames anfangen. Aber das muss dann in ein anderes Video.
Who did the Aji-Lenok not offend? I just don't get it.
Hey, Jur. Still musing about Aji-Lenok nuts, huh? Want me to have Sino come over and tell some jokes? Might help distract you.
Was habe ich gerade gesagt? Keine Witze.
No. No need. I'm done. Don't encourage him.
Well, sorry for interrupting the Aji-Lenok talk, buddy. Next time, just say, Aji, hey...
Hold on. So, what's the deal with the Ashi...
We'll get to that. But first, introductions are in order. This is Jur, a member of the Temple of Silence. And you remember the Traveler.
Of course. I'd never forget a participant in the Rite of Duels or the hero who saved Sumeru.
Awesome. Could you go over what happened to you one more time, Jur? Might as well join since you're here, am I right? Just hear him out. You're gonna want...
Well, I was on an expedition in the desert not too long ago, when I got caught in some quicksand. Later, it became obvious it wasn't normal quicksand because instead of sinking to my death, I fell into an undiscovered ruin. In my panic, arms and legs flailing about, I suspect I touched some things I shouldn't have. Because in that brief moment, an enormous amount of information came surging into my mind.
Er wohnt in der Wüste. Er weiß ganz genau, dass man stillzuhalten hat, wenn man in Treibsand ist. Und er fuchtelt dann rum. Hä? Wer die Story geschrieben hat, könnt ihr das rausnehmen? Der wohnt in der Wüste sein ganzes Leben. Der weiß, wie man sich dazu verhalten hat. Warum? Tut ihr so, als wenn ihr das nicht wüsste.
I would hesitate to even call it knowledge, because my brain had no capacity to process the information. To use an analogy, it would be like trying to stuff thousands of Agelenok nuts into a small water skin without it bursting. Sorry again with the Agelenok nuts, I know.
It's fine. We're getting to that part of the story anyway.
True. Well, just as I was on the verge of madness, a single phrase broke through the storm of thoughts in my head. It was a man's voice saying, "Don't eat Agelenok nuts."
What?
I know it's hard to believe, but that's what happened. I was saved by the phrase, "Don't eat Agelenok nuts." I'm not sure. I'm not even certain it was a man's voice. It's hard to remember now that I've been repeating it so much myself. Anyway, the good news is I no longer feel like my head is going to explode. Of course, the bad news is that phrase has been stuck in my head for the past few days.
Wow. But doesn't it have the opposite effect? Like, the more you say don't eat it, the more you want to eat it?
Yes, that's exactly right. Whoever the voice belongs to, I don't know what his deal is with those nuts.
Well, the world's a big place. There's bound to be people who don't like sweet stuff.
I suppose. Strangely enough, I'm starting to think the voice belonged not to a man, but a cat.
A cat?
That's the question, isn't it? What would a cat be doing in an abandoned ruin like that? Just as my mind was reaching its breaking point, I could have sworn I heard the sound of a cat guiding me to exit.
Ja, die Katze kennen wir.
When I came to, all I saw was endless desert, and Sethos shaking me in a desperate attempt to wake me up.
I'll admit, it was pretty terrifying seeing you like that. Staring off into space and mumbling about Agelenok.
You sure don't sound terrified.
Sorry. It's not that I don't care. It's just kind of hard for rambling about Agelenok. Now, what Layla was saying, on the other hand, that is much exactly. The unknown is what breeds fear. Agelenok nuts are familiar. But the moon suspended above us at night? That's about as foreign as it gets.
Well, we don't know that for sure. There could be a whole other world inside an Agelenok nut. With a...
Huh.
Agelenok nuts are not to be underestimated.
Right, yeah, of course. Won't catch me disparaging the
Huh. So, a similar thing happened?
Yeah, I think so. I was in a hurry to rescue Jur, so I put a marker on the incident site so we could go back and investigate. When his condition stabilized, we doubled back around to check and... Exactly. Multiple victims with the same symptoms at the same location. It wasn't hard to conclude that something... So, after we got Layla out of there, I had the Temple of Silence put up a warning sign at the scene and send patrols to watch the area. Speaking of, Sino, Tighnari, and I are going to head back there and investigate once Layla is stable. So as per usual, you're here just in time. That's for sure. But there's another reason I want Sino and Tighnari involved in this. Because the story doesn't end there.
Oh, yes. Where was I? As I followed the cat noises, the voice said something else. So, there are those from Tula who still endure. I thought that was strange, of course, because, well, was the voice referring to me? Records of my ancestry are rather sparse, so I'm not sure if my bloodline even traces back to that place.
That's right. The Temple of Silence's place of origin, and the home of Tighnari's people. Plus, Hermanubis, who Sino and I both share a connection to, was one of the city's founders. As the temple's current leader, if something strange happens in the desert, it's my job to get to the bottom of it. But it turns out, a lot of people have a horse in this race. And I'm not leaving any of them out. See? Knew you'd join. But yeah, that's all we know about Jur's situation. Tighnari should be done on his end.
How are you feeling? But don't speak if it's too taxing.
It's fine. I feel in 2 days. So, pretty much back to normal.
Whoa. That's your normal?
Traveler, Paimon, I thought I heard your voice. Oh, and,
Huh? You don't have to apologize.
no, I just mean, my head was kinda muddled earlier, but I still heard you. I know you're trying to figure out what happened to me, and but, I really don't remember.
Does your head still hurt?
No, I feel fine. The incense you made helped a lot. I'm still hearing those words in my head, but other than that, I'm okay. It's just, all I remember are those words. At one moment, I was heading to the stargazing point I'd calculated, and the next, I was on my back in the sand. The same phrase playing over. How many moons are there?
Sethos, did your friend Jur suffer?
Not really. His memories are blurry, but there aren't huge gaps. Like, he remembers touching something. Someone talking, a voice mentioning Tuletula. And... did you hear it too?
Huh? Now that you mention it,
Which means, at the very least, what the two of you experienced while escaping the ruin is consistent. A single sentence repeating in your heads, and the faint sound of a cat.
Still not a lot to go off of.
Oh, is your head hurting again?
No, I was just thinking. Sometimes, my friends and classmates tell me about things I don't remember doing. I don't talk about it a lot because, well, I don't even know how it
I see. Well, thank you for telling us, but I don't think we need to dwell on that for now. We're gonna check out the site of the incident for ourselves, so that should help us come to our own conclusions.
Okay, then could I come too?
Sure, but on one condition. You need to be in tip-top if your condition isn't stable enough before then.
Of course.
Well, I'm more concerned about Tainari. You sure you'll be alright in the...
You say that like I'll evaporate on first contact with sand or something. Call it curiosity. If this concerns my ancestors, I want to figure out what's... Anyway, as long as I take things slow when the sun's out, I should be fine with the right preparation. Besides, it's a good idea to have a doctor on hand in case of emergencies.
So long as our doctor doesn't become the emergency.
Well, if that happens, I suppose I'll just have to rely on the kindness of my entourage to haul me back home.
All right, well... Jur and I are gonna head back to the Temple of Silence and do some research in the meantime. See you in a couple...
Sounds good.
What about you, Layla? If you feel like you need more rest, I can arrange...
no need. Besides, I feel a lot better.
You sure? Don't push it too hard.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. I have other things I need to do anyway. Like letting my advisor and classmates know if I don't get it all done. I doubt I'll be able to sit still, let alone stay here and get some rest.
I'm not so sure that's... a much better idea. Of course, if anything starts to feel off...
You'd better listen to him, Layla. Or he'll feed you tasteless slop as a punishment.
Punishment? You're the one who caught a cold. You're supposed to eat light when that happens. Besides, with your nose stuffed up like that, you couldn't taste anything to be...
Huh. Is that... And here I thought it was an in-taste-to-no issue.
Should have seen that coming. You're off the clock, so now it's time for puns, huh?
Oh, brother, not this...
Don't worry, Paimon. I understand. If you want me to stop, then...
Then?
You'll have to call a plumber. Tell them someone's gotta pipe down.
This is getting more insufferable. insufferable by the second! Put a sock in it already, please! Paimon's done with this game. You win, okay? Let's just get out of here. Please!
All right, you stay safe. I'll...
Moons. Action-Rollenspiel nuts. Moons. Action-Rollenspiel nuts. Are the moons going nuts?
Ja.
Oh no! Looks like Paimon's caught the brain bug too. Oh, Paimon's gotta clear her head. Aha! Got it! The cafe over there. Why don't we head over for a quick...
Sorry.
Wait, is it because of... Oh, sorry. Hey, you make it sound like Paimon's stingy or something. Huh. Well, she'll just have to show you her true colors. Yeah, you sit tight and take care of Layla, Traveler. Paimon's gonna get us some... Be right back.
She's pushing herself again, is all. Saw right through. I apologize for the sudden emergence, but well, that's true. So, for our sake and your safety, allow me to fill in the gaps in her memory. That's right. Layla was already in bad shape, stressing about her new study topic, focusing on the stars instead of her surroundings.
Das ist der Dendro-Aqua, ne?
By the time she realized the danger she was in, it was too late. Quicksand near the ideal viewing spot? Wasn't it? Looks like Layla's been under a lot of pressure lately. She hasn't been paying attention, but... Why would quicksand lead to a place like this? Well, all in all, looks like a common desert ruin. Guess there's nothing to do but try to find a way out. Oh, Layla, what have you gotten yourself into this time? This door can be opened using the device next to it. Just like I thought.
Okay.
What was that? My head. It hurts. Is Layla waking up? No, that's not it.
Ach nee, das ist... Lol. Das ist die andere Layla, ne? Ich habe eben gedacht, der Dendro-Arkon würde jetzt durch sie sprechen, weil sie wieder eingeschlafen ist, aber das ist einfach die andere Form von ihr.
How many moons are... Okay. Information isn't rushing into my brain. How many moons are there in... my head hurts. How many moons are... what's going... How many moons are... Isn't there just...
Nicht die Katze, die ich erwartet habe. Aber er hat auch so einen Schmuck.
I'm not hearing things. It really is a cat. But how many moons... Does it... Well, it's not like I've got other options. And so, I followed the cat's cries to find my way out. It was quite a kind creature. It didn't even leave until the other me started to wake up. Thinking back, it all started when I touched that device. I've heard fellow students talk about it before. How the desert is full of objects that do strange things. Sometimes it's just a minor inconvenience. But other times, devices like that can cause mass... of course. I forgot how much adventuring experience. Still, carrying an umbrella doesn't mean you can't get soaked, so just be careful. And no need to thank me. You and Layla are about to head into dangerous territory together. You need to be safe so she can be safe. Well, I think that about sums it up. And just in time. Your coffee's here.
Traveler? A little...
Did I fall asleep?
Wow! Paimon didn't even know she had such an impressive skill! Ha! Does that mean, since Paimon bought this coffee, it would just make you sleepier?
A beverage that puts people to sleep. Better saved for work hours, I think.
What? So you can nap on the job? Beep boop! Oops! Oh, hey them! Kave! Oh, and you too, Marak!
Sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. Miss Layla, you don't look so good. Is everything all right?
Die sieht immer so aus.
I'm fine. I was sleeping just now.
Ah, I see. And we will...
No.
Wait, where are you going? You just got here.
I'm going to do what I came here to.
Which is?
Buy coffee beans.
Huh? You're going too? Marak! Fine. Run off with him. Well,
schön, dass seine Roboter-Aktentasche besser die Leute versteht als er.
It's been a while, hasn't it? How have you been? So, a busy life of adventuring for you, and a busy life of academics for Miss Layla. Oh, is something wrong? Ah, the desert's not always the friendliest place, that's for sure. And from the look on your faces, I'm guessing this... don't force yourself to talk about it, of course. But I've worked on several projects in the desert before, so if there's anything I can do to help...
No, I don't have anything to hide. It's just...
Ah, well, lucky for us.
Yes, you have been quite...
Excuse me? I've been going about work as normal, thank you. And, might I add, you do way less work than me.
I do the amount of work that is required of me.
Ah, yes. You and your stellar work ethic. The stuff of legend. No. Now look what you've done. I've lost my train of...
The problem in the desert.
Wait, you were listening earlier? Oh, we're giving the silent treatment now?
Continue, Miss Layla.
What did I tell you?
Alright.
Could you still use some extra hands on this?
Huh?
That's right. I think my experience studying desert mausoleums could be of some use here. Al-Haytham's expertise in ancient languages could be... Besides, I consider you all to be my friends. And friends are supposed to help each other out.
Wait. I'm involved in this?
Oh, please. I know you. Half the battle was over the minute you said you were curious.
Well, you've got me there. This suitcase of yours has been jumping at the chance to volunteer for a while now.
You
Mechanical life forms might also feel homesick from time to time.
Huh. Now that you mention it, Arak's core was a component sourced from the desert.
That could prove useful.
You're sure you want to come?
Oh, I'm sure. All the more reason to recruit as much help as possible. It's our pleasure. It's a plan, then.
Okay, größere Truppe zusammengetrommelt
All
anscheinend.
right, we'll head back to our place to get ready. This one hasn't been on a trip in a while. Chances are, he doesn't even remember.
I'm not worried. It'll get done.
Would it kill you to help everyone?
I do help. It's called moral support.
Oh, of course.
Goodbye, you three.
We'll see you soon. Oh, and Kaveh, your coffee beans. You were too busy glaring at Al-Haytham.
Well, we're pretty close to the academia now. Thanks for the coffee, Paimon. Right. I'll follow the doctor's orders. With the blessing of the stars, I hope we all get a good night's sleep.
Okay. Damit sind wir dann auch durch den ersten Story-Akt durch. Müsste jetzt abgehakt sein. Ja. Häkchen dran. Gut. Das müsste dann in 1,5 Tagen sein. Wenn wir da dann nochmal reingucken. Und dann im nächsten Video machen wir dann die Mini-Event-Sachen. Bis dahin. Ciao, Leute.